I thought it was a use. Oh my god.
Hey guys, Fake, and before I get into the more serious topic of being afraid and my current fears right now, I'd wanted to just transition you from whatever you've been doing with just talking about my weekend. And sorry if you heard that message in the background. Let me silence that. um, Basically, I went to stay at Fuse's house because my parents are out of town. And we went to Postcard's house on Friday, first thing, because he was having PVR problems and I had to fix there's like 3 problems at least of what was going down with it. And now he's fine. He's back to commentating. I'll leave a link in the description. You should definitely check him out. He posts up some really great scores and good gameplay with red guns. And he's actually like sort of member of TM right now. He's actually got like a few clips, I think. And I don't know. We'll be introducing him along with our other surprise new member at the end of Mass War probably. But basically, I want to talk about being afraid and fears and how it's just definitely okay. And I want to talk about my fears because generally I'm not that emotional of a person. You know, I don't really have that many worries in life. I don't rage when I play COD that much. I don't freak out over like tons of things. I do have, you know, some issues like in terms of like anxiety, but for the most part, I'm able to deal with everything and you know, just generally not show that much. And there is a lot of cuts in this gameplay, but I assure you the score is 24-5. It's actually pretty decent. It's just that a lot of the time I was like AFK or, you know, just waiting out my kill streaks, which is really stupid, but whatever. Right now that I am 18 and I am in the last semester of high school, and basically last year I made this decision that I was not going to go to college right away. You know, right away I am going to go, but I've realized that basically I can't, you know, deal with being in class for like so many hours and just wasting away the time in high school. And I know that sounds like really pessimistic, but I'm not wasting everything. It's just that, you know, most of my classes currently are not satisfying to me. And that's kind of how it's been since middle school. Is I don't feel like I'm taking the right classes. I don't feel like I'm doing everything right. And I feel like I'm just missing out, like, you know. But that's just because of the school I go to. And I had to talk with my mother about this, and she had said, do you think you'd be a lot better off in terms of, you know, mental health and other stuff if you had gone to a different high school? And I said, yes, of course, because then I would have better classes, better experiences. But then I wouldn't be how I am now, because I think really the best way to explain this is if you were to watch APL Fisher's commentary where he basically beats around the bush to getting to that he has anxiety problems and that he's not, you know, upset by it, that he feels like it is a very important part of him and that he is basically a lot better of a person than compared to, like, you know, normal people that are able to deal with their things. And I think that was like really one of the greatest commentaries I've seen from anyone. And I know for that to be from him, who I don't think really puts out that many commentaries or videos, you know, it was just really amazing for me to watch that commentary and see that I wasn't alone in that. Because I have had, you know, anxiety problems and, you know, slight depression. But I've never really felt that it was a bad thing. You know, I felt like it was just kind of something that helps me build my experience and makes me who I am. And to think that now I'm a senior and I'm basically starting to realize that, you know, making this decision to not go to college is kind of worrying because it's out of the norm. You know, a lot of people will see basically going to college as the, you know, the natural thing that you do after high school. And let me get a drink of water, sorry.
Oh my god, I missed all 5 bullets on the guy. With the ACOG.
And it's just worrying to me when I have this conversation because as a senior, this seems to be like the new small talk is, you know, what college are you going to? And for me, you know, I kind of have to avoid those topics, or I have to, you know, just play it off like, oh, I'm not sure yet, even though, you know, now obviously that it's like the second semester or the beginning of January, it's kind of harder to pull that card because a lot of colleges are already like done or whatever accepting people. And the reason that I've made this decision is because I don't know what I want to do. And I see that other people like that too, but those other people are more easily able to plunge into the idea of college and debt with loans and all of that just because college is the norm. You know, that's what everyone does, and you're immediately like ostracized if you don't have those same beliefs. And it is worrying to me because I'm going to be left behind, basically. And I'm not really that emotional person, and I've never really attached myself to people. You know, I've always kind of stuck to my own and not really worried about other people do, or even like making, you know, legitimate friends aside from acquaintances. And you know, that's just kind of worrying to me, that because of how I feel about this, that I'm, you know, really don't really care what other people make their decisions about. But because of this, I'm gonna be left behind, and you know, I might suffer later on, which really sucks. But this gameplay is coming to an end, so I wanted to apologize. But I'll continue this commentary into another video, probably sniping again. But thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Oh, I almost died. Oh.
You hated, and we were told you were the best.